talk about it. Are values practiced nowadays? What's your opinion? Betty, what do you think?
I think the kids no practice values. The parents, ¿cómo se dice inculcar?
Teach.
The parents now teach values for our kids.
So it's a difficult situation. All right, Betty.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Anybody else's opinion? Volunteers?
I think they are very much families. Yes, practice values. When the grandfathers educate your
Grandchildren.
Excuse me?
Grandchildren.
Grandchildren, thank you. The fathers works every day, forget your kids. But the grandfathers can education your grandkids.
That's it. Yes, thank you, Teresita. That was very interesting. Dolores, what do you think?
I go a mother believe that we parents have the responsibility to teach values to our children.
That's it. Yes, you're right. I think it's our responsibility as parents to educate with values to our children. Okay, thank you very much, Dolores. Anybody else? Come on, kids. Okay, Angel or Karina?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think the values are very important. And ¿cómo se dice aunque?
Sus.
Many have been lost little by little.
Yes, that's it. All right, thank you very much, Karina. All right, anybody else?
Can I speak?
Yes, of course, Angel.
As Alex.
Alex, I'm sorry. Yes, Alex, please.
Well, just to add a comment, I have heard that as time goes by, as in modern times, the values are being lost more and more, and new people, or I mean young people, growing without the values that old people used to have. So that's what I have heard.
Yes, I thank you so much. That is very interesting also. Please listen to you. Cristina, hello.
Oh, sorry. My family instills them. We always try to practice them responsibly. I think we should apply them more with this new generation.
Yes, that's it. You know what? I think that the generation is growing up with different ideas, different uses, different behavior. Everything is different, so we need to make some adjustments. Corina wrote, the values are important for living in harmony. Excellent. All right, anybody else? Okay, Dolores wrote, Time ago, we were taught to care for and respect the elderly. Now there are many young people who are rude to them, and that makes me angry. Oh yes, of course. It is a pity. It is terrible. Okay, Miguel, I'm sorry to the sound of my computer. It doesn't work. I can write in the chat. I think that the values are very important because they are important basis for education. Excellent, Miguel. Yes, you're right. Okay, anybody else? Hello, Sergio, Teresita, Miros, come on.
I think values can practice for all because are very important for the love the world
Uh-huh.
because are they all the people need everybody the others and can do make better world. Yes.
Uh-huh, that's it, Teresita. Thank you. I
Thank
guess
you.
that, yes, you're right. I agree with you. Okay, so anybody else? No more? All right, now I want you to do me a favor. We are going to make a brief description of the values that we practice, that we personally practice. For example, I would like to say that I am a very open-minded person. I am a very responsible teacher. Okay, I am a good team player. Okay, and I am a very respectful Mexican. Okay, that's my position. That's what I think. So why don't you help me writing or saying, however you may like, some examples, okay?
When I need a favor, I tell 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 they please excuse me. Mm, can you
Mm-hmm.
um, I practice the good customer,
That's it. Good manners.
good manner. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
It's okay. Thank you.
I am teacher. I am a good teacher, a good sister, a good daughter, a good um, um, wife, a good neighbor, good person.
Hey, that's great. You know what? It is a very important to be good with everybody so that we can live in harmony.
Harmony.
All right,
Mm,
thank you.
thank you.
Okay, anybody else? Come on, kids, don't be shy. Don't be
I can try, teacher.
excellent, Patty, please.
Maybe I can. Well, I think I'm a teacher for kids in the church, and I teach values for the children. And I love when they are learning and they do it. the thing that I can teach them is well.
That's it. Yes, you're correct.
Yeah, because the children is important to learn values in this time. I was reading about the elderly. Uh, the younger don't respect to the elderly people. I don't like it.
I think it is a problem. You know what? I remember something that happened today at work. I am working now in a high school, and I went there for the first time. And there was somebody else's birthday, so there was cake. And a boy was eating his cake, but he accidentally threw it on the floor. Later on, the director of the preparatory school was walking down the aisle, and she was going to fall down because she stepped on the cake that was on the floor. A boy who was looking at her was laughing out loud, and he was saying, she's so stupid, she was going to fall down. I was extremely angry because I said, how in the name of God is it possible that instead of watching about how to do what, did she need any help, he was laughing at her and he was insulting the director. I said, it's impossible, unacceptable. And so,
Yeah. Oh,
yes.
oh, no, no, no. I can't believe that this happened. And with the people that is learning a good thing for her life, I don't know, for their lives.
Yeah, so for me it was incredible that this guy, this boy, was expressing like that. And so I said, oh my, where are his values? All
Oh,
right. Okay.
it's a well, bad example of no values in their lives.
That's it. So sad.
Well, really, really sad, teacher.
Yeah, that's it. All right, Patty, thank you very much. Okay, anybody else? Okay, Karina wrote, I am a responsible person. Corina, I am a very responsible person in my work. Okay. Corina wrote, it is unacceptable. Yes, that's it, Corina. Christy, we listen to you. Christina, hello.
See?
Yes.
I try to practice the following values, and I respect the ideology of other people. I'm very honest. I like to give and receive trust. I like teamwork at a school, at work, with my family, with my friends. Um, I I try day to day, día a día, practicarlos.
Day to day, practice your values. Hey,
Okay.
that's great. All right, thank you very much. Come on, kids, anybody else? No, don't be shy. Let's try to practice English. Hello, don't sleep, don't go, don't
Okay.
leave me alone. All right, Alex, I listen to you.
Well, I wrote it down here too. Reliability is one of my values that has made me gain a good position and reputation in the company I currently work.
Excellent. Yeah, you know what? Those are the values that are very well appreciated for companies. And of course, whenever we are good elements, companies appreciate it so much. So thank you, Alex. That's great. All right. You know what? We are going to change. Great, Alex. Okay, so we are going to change the image. Let's go to the next. Here we are. What values should a person practice? Difference between values and ethics. They say that values are the basic beliefs. Every individual has a set of values, and they will never deviate from their values. The values can be said to be the guideline principles in one's life. What about ethics? Ethics is guidelines or rules, mainly based on moral values, and ethics has also been built on loyalty, honesty, and compassion. So I think that values is the theory and ethics is the practice, what we do and what we think. All right? So please, Dolores, could you tell me how do you use ethic behavior in your work? Dolores, hello. Maybe Dolores is very busy, but volunteers, let's do it voluntarily, all right?
Yes, of course, teacher.
All right, Sergio, we listen to you.
In the company, in my work, we have ethics rules. We have a I'm sorry.
Like a code?
Yes, we have a ethic code in the company.
Excellent. All right. And so, for example, could you mention one of the regulations of the ethic code in your company?
Yes, we don't receive money for the for the for the people or for the proveedores, ¿cómo sería?
Suppliers.
Okay. We don't have receive any money for the supplier.
Mm-hmm. That's it. You don't receive money for the services you do, the services you provide.
Yes.
That's ethical behavior. All right, pretty good. Okay, so anybody else? Come on, don't be shy.
Yes, we have also that policy in our company about not receiving gifts from any vendor or provider. That's because the important reason for this is because you can make some agreements under the table, or how do you say that?
That's correct, under the table.
Under the table, abajo del agua.
That's it.
And gain money from them. And for instance, they say, okay, only purchase things from me and I will give you some money.
Maybe your commission or a percentage on the sales.
Yes.
That's it. Excellent. That's
And
ethics.
that's not ethic.
That's not ethic. To receive a bribe.
A bribe, yes.
Yes, that's what we call a mordida, no?
Yes, and also in big companies, I've been. I think most of the big companies has an ethics code, and they explain those kind of things, ethics, and like sexual harassment and things like that.
My goodness, yes. You know what? I think that it is very sad that it is common.
Yes, very common, especially in Mexico.
That's it. No, you know what? I have heard also that it is very common in Russia. One of the most corrupt places to deal is Russia and France.
Already? Oh,
Uh, they said if you are going to escape from all of the my bureaucratic tramit, don't go to France. Or even more, don't go to Russia because it is much worse. I said, oh, I didn't think that it could be possible.
I see. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
But
that's it.
I only have traveled to the U.S., to the States, and I have seen this kind of ethics and values are more strict with workers, and they need to follow the rules because they are fired or punishment.
You know what? I was in Indiana, in Evansville. I was living for a while over there. And something that was so surprising for me was that in the malls or into the supermarkets, for example, Walmart, you can go and complain and say, you know what, I didn't like the merchandise I took, so here it is your merchandise, give me my money back. And they do, they give you back your money. It is something that I had never seen before.
Yes.
But there were long queues, people waiting for their money to be refunded. I said, wow. In my country, it doesn't happen ever.
Yeah.
That's ethics from the company.
Yeah. I saw that in Amazon. When I claim a book that is not good, they replace the book or they give me my money back
Hey,
quickly.
that's great.
Yeah.
That's ethics.
Yes.
Excellent. All right. Now let's go to the next image. Here it is something that you will be very surprised about. Look at this. It is values in context. Of course, here we can see some bad behavior. For example, this person who is burglaring. Here we have another situation. Violence in the family, domestic violence. And here we have violence with the environment. Here we can see that there are people who is littering in the beach, and so all of those waste of plastics go directly to the sea. So what do you think about this? Let's talk about some of the images and give the reasons you think for being for having this situation. Well, Corina wrote, ethics in my work means not to accept money or make favors to people that I know. For example, help their kids to pass. Corina, very good. My boss has a very strict policy about giving money to the people who assigned the tenders. Hey, Betty, very good. Very good example. So what about this? What's the reason for people burglaring? For example, I guess, okay, Dolores, we listen to you.
bullying starts at home. These are the children who bother their classmates.
That's it. And what's the reason of that bullying?
Yes.
Okay, yes, that's it. And so, please tell me, for example, here, I don't know, I think or I consider that violence at home is unacceptable. Okay, this is my opinion about violence at home. So could you please write your opinion about these facts? Here we have domestic violence. Here we have also burglar. And here we have littering at the beach. Okay, so what's your opinion about these facts? Could you please write them into the chat? Okay, here Sergio wrote the lack of values instilled by the family. That's it. Thank you very much, Sergio. Thank you very much. Okay, Teresita, we listen to you.
The three examples are they for the education in the home because I don't think and I don't think with my children, my sister, my mother, my grandfather, the other person. The love are needs with others or entre todos. I need love. I need love because don't teach don't teach rules. Don't teach where forget where put the things or well, I teach other is love.
That's it. And love is also a value.
Yes, and it is part the person is all needs amor. All need all need love.
That's it.
And my grandmother, my sister, my student, my director, my partner, all I need love.
That's it. You know what? John Lennon said that all you need is love. So that's, yeah, that's it. All right. Thank you very much. Thanks to you. You know what? Alejandro wrote, nice word, instill, inculcar. Good. Karina, I think that respect is important to avoid family violence. Good. Patty, we cannot allow adults to mistreat children. Excellent, Patty. Christina, I consider that this type of violence leaves a lot of damage, both physical and mental, and that people who are subjected to this type of situation should raise their voices and leave that vicious circle and start a new life. Excellent, Christy. That's pretty good. Corina wrote, the violence in the family is bad because it can propitiate violence in society. Excellent, thank you. Betty, we listen to you, please.
The littering at the beach, throwing garbage on the beach or anywhere, it's matter for education. The people not having respect for the others or for yourself, this affect to everyone. The fundator of the Boy Scouts say leave the world in better condition that we found this applicate for everything, no for the garbage exclusively.
Yeah. Yes, you're right. I totally agree. Thank you very much, Betty. All right. So, look at this. I think that this is very serious, not only because of the English class, but also because we are a society, we are part of a system. So, for example, we can see that in our country, there's a lot of crime everywhere. For example, here, I don't know what's the reason. What do you think is the reason? Let's use the word may, okay? Let's practice this word. Crime may happen because of, okay, here we are. This is my example. Crime may happen because of violence at home, because of the necessity of education. What do you think that are the reasons, the causes for these sad situations in our country and in all the world?
Can I go?
Yes, please.
Well, it is not the only reason, but I think that one of the reasons is because of the, how to say, when there are poor people, poverty.
Poverty, yes.
Poverty and lack of opportunities to work, things like that. They don't have money, they don't have incomes, and they try to steal. But it is not the only reason. There are other reasons, but it's one of
Yes,
those.
of course. Yes, you're right. It is one of the reasons.
Okay.
Because, for example, you know what? I was thinking about a boy. It was the son of Tom Hanks. You know, Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is a very so famous actor. He was the starring at Forrest Gump, for
Yes.
example.
Yeah, I saw.
Saving or rescuing Soldier Ryan and some other movie pictures.
Yes.
He's a very wealthy person. He has a lot of money. But anyway, his son began burglaring, stealing, causing violence. Another boy was the son of Robert Downey Jr. He was in jail because of robbery. He was also in jail because of drugs consumption. And so, in this case, they are not poor. You said that poverty is one of the reasons, but in this case, they are not poor people.
Yes, I agree.
What could it be also the reason for these people to commit crime? Hello?
Teacher,
Yes.
maybe their friends. Many times the friends are important for the youngest people.
The influences.
The influences, yeah. Well, I think that because they have a lot of money,
Yes, they are.
they can to do anything that they want.
Yeah, and even they can buy whatever they may like because they have the means. But if they don't buy it, if they steal it,
Maybe the question, teacher,
yeah.
where was their mom?
Their mom, their dad, maybe
Yeah,
was it lack of attention?
maybe.
Yes, it may be.
Yeah, because mom is not with them, or don't have time for them.
Because they have many other occupations.
The time of quality is really important in our times because the people is busy and they need attention.
Yes, that's it. All right, that's another reason. Thank you very much, Patty. All right, Betty, what's your opinion?
I think the crime may happen because of the parents of these kids did not worry since they were children to teach them of the respect to property of others, and I want to work hard to get everything I need. The principal thing you have to work and not ¿cómo se dice robar?
Not to steal.
Not to steal others.
And as you said also, no, we are not taking into consideration the respect for the property of anybody else.
Exactly.
Okay, you know what? Here, Karina wrote, Corina, crime may happen because there are not respect for the others. Many times it is for having not to have values. Excellent, good, Corina. Karina wrote, one reason is the lack of education. You're right. Dolores wrote, I do not think that friends are the bad influence. The way we behave comes from home. We decide everything by ourselves. Yes, very good, Angel. Another reason may be drugs. Good, Patty. It is true, but sometimes this happens. Hey, this is very interesting, extremely interesting. Miguel, Miros, Sergio, Teresita, what's your opinion, please? It is interesting. Okay, Miguel wrote, domestic violence must be avoided with quality education. The crime may happen because of the lack of opportunities. Yes, it may be. All right, thank you.
I think that people do not steal because they do not have money, but because they do not have values.
That's it.
They are selfish.
Yes, that's it. Hey, yes, I totally agree with you. You know what? Somebody told me also that whenever we want something, we have an objective. When we don't have an objective, we begin to feel depressed. So I remember that when I was a little girl, the objective that we had was to eat something delicious, because very frequently we were eating just rice and beans. And so we wanted to eat. That was the thing that we wanted to get in life, to eat something delicious. So whenever we began to grow up, we began to look for the way of eating something delicious. And so we began to study, we began to work, and all the people has an objective. But if you have everything in life, if you don't have to work for getting what you want, then I guess it is the point when you want to have some adrenaline in your life. And so it is necessary for you to do many different things that cannot be done in a regular time. So I consider that it may be also a reason why the wealthy people, rich people, sometimes steal because of adrenaline or because they want to do something that they don't have. That's emotion, that's attention. Okay, so here we have Miguel wrote, the domestic violence must be avoided with quality education. The crime may happen because of lack of opportunities. Okay, Teresita wrote, we are responsible because we have the eyes in material things and not in spiritual humanity. We have many things, but not time to live funny. Hey, that's it, Teresita, very good. Miros wrote, recommend the family to go to counseling about the domestic violence. Yes, it is so recommendable. Miguel, the trash on the beach is very ugly. There should be a lot of punishment for people who do not have the habit of doing the right thing. Excellent, Miguel. Christy, I think that sometimes the reason to steal is because people do not want to help society to its rules, to follow these rules, and to make it easier to dedicate to steal, and that causes damage. Adapt, not help. Okay, very good, Christy. Hey, that's so interesting. Anybody else? Hello, don't be shy. Don't sleep. Don't leave me alone. I'm here, friends. I'm here waiting for you. Okay, Patty, I think that a person decides how he or she will act before facing the situation, because the acts are the result of thoughts. Excellent, Patty. And oh, Tere, thank you very much. Congratulations for tomorrow. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you very much. You know what? I have to go to Ilse to a meeting, and I have to go to work. But today my children made a very nice birthday party, and they prepared food for me and a cake and a bouquet of flowers. And so it was extremely touching. It was wonderful. Thank you very much. All right. So anybody else? Thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you. All right. No? No more comments? Come on, people. Don't be shy. Okay, Alex. Domestic violence is different from culture to culture. Yes, Alex, that's interesting. Could you talk to us about it, Alex? What do you mean?
Well, I'm not an expert in this, but I have heard that, for instance, wives are treated differently in Arabia,
Mm-hmm.
in other countries. Even in Mexico, we are not one of the best countries about the way we treat women, or we behave in the family. Other countries have some rules, different rules and different behaviors. And China is another different country. They used to consider woman as a low level, level.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's it.
yeah, the violence is different in different countries. That's what I think.
Yeah, you know what? I would like to give you an example about what you say, because there is a tradition in China, and the tradition is called Lotus Feet. So I would like to show you what I mean, because for me it is violence. Whenever you force somebody to do something in order that you feel better, I think that it is violence. For example, the lotus feet, I don't know if somebody of you have heard about the lotus feet, los pies de loto. No, haven't you heard about it?
Not me.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, talk to me, please. Well, talk to us about it, please.
It's when the woman, ¿cómo se dice vendar?
Tie?
Tie your feet for every time look little, very, very little. Your feet system, it's deforming, and she have to walk with baston.
Ajá.
Mm-hmm. See, no, exactly.
That's, I'm sorry, I didn't want to show you that. I wanted to show you this, just this, but you know what? Yes, it is the shape that it should be. Tiny feet, so that they can look attractive to men. But what they get is that their feet are extremely deformed, and they can't walk. They can't even walk. So it is terrible that just for fashion, or just for satisfying a kind of like a fashion, they do this. For me, it is lack of respect, lack of consideration, totally lack of values. Look at these bones. So I can't think how it is possible, no, that people do that just because of to be attractive. So yes, I think that it is, well, as Alex said, in our point of view, it's a lack of values, lack of everything, but this is cultural. Aha, Sergio, you're right. In our culture, we have some values. In their culture, they have different things, and even it's a value to be tolerant. So at first I was going to make a revolution and to send a bomb or something like that. But later on I said, hey, that's China. So it's their culture. You have to respect. And I said, yes, 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 of course. I shouldn't be disrespectful, giving my opinion about a culture that is not mine. Well, that's what I thought. Okay, so yes, Sergio, this is cultural. Excellent. It's what you said also, Alex. It depends on our culture. Well, I don't know if somebody wants to say, yeah, nowadays it is forbidden. Yesterday, even in Arabia, it is forbidden to have many women. Nowadays, it is forbidden. In the past times, it was a tradition, but now they say that it is incorrect. Okay, so I don't know if you want to say any comment, to ask anything. Hello. Okay, they are ancient customs. Excellent, Karina. In Mexico, you can sue your husband or wife for domestic violence. Yes, you're right. Okay. Any other comment? Any question? No? All right. Then I thank you so much for your attention, for your attendance, for your participation, and meet you next week. Have a very good night.
You too, teacher. Happy birthday, teacher. For
Oh,
tomorrow.
thank you. Thank you very much.
Good night.
Good night.
Nice.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Thank you very
Happy birthday,
much.
teacher. Good night.
Thank you very much. Good night.